It's good, YouTube. Quinn Wade coming to out that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about how those Orlando Magic get the win over the New Orleans Pelicans 112 to 108. The Pelicans ended up going to 25 and 54 after the loss and 16 and 24 at home. The Magic go to 42 and 36 and 18 and 20 on the road. Orlando did win the season series 2-0 as they beat the Pelicans twice this season, and they don't see them again until next year because the Pelicans isn't a playoff or playing team, while the Magic is in the Eastern Conference. Orlando won the first quarter 29 to 28. They lost the second quarter 32 to 23. They won the third quarter 29 to 28, and they dominated the fourth quarter 31 to 20. Orlando, all of their starters scored in double figures. Paulo Banchero, 38 minutes, 23 points. He went 6 of 14 from the field. He also went 0 of 3 from the three-point line. He finished 11 of 15 from the free throw line. Really, really good scoring from him, mainly because he kept rocking, bumping, knocking, and getting as much to the paint as he could. And, he didn't really shoot the ball as great from the field, but to get to the free throw line that many times and have some success doing it over and over again, that just show you how hard he is to contain and guard while still being able to knock down shots from the perimeter and layups near the basket. He did have 6 assists. He's still using his scoring ability to open up opportunities for his teammates. He did get 5 turnovers because that comes with the territory of trying to do both. He did have 2 steals in the block, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and he was a -1. And plus minus, Franz Wagner played 20 minutes. He had 11 points. He went 4 of 10 from the field. He missed his only shot, which was a 3. He went 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds and 2 assists. No turnovers and a block. 1 personal foul and was a +10. And plus minus. Got the length. He got the size. He know how to attack. And it worked out for him a little bit in this one. Wendell Carter did a good job of finishing around the basket and crashing the glass a little bit on the offensive end. He had 2 offensive rebounds, 5 rebounds total. He went 1 of 4 from the free throw line. He missed his only 3, but he still finished 6 of 7 from the field, which is really good. And Desmond Bane did a good job of attacking the basket and also hitting his shots from the perimeter. He did a good job in the fourth quarter along with Banchero, making sure they got quality looks and created some good looks for their teammates while getting their own. He had 27 points, which was game high for the Magic. And he went 3 of 8 from 3, 8 of 11 from the free throw line. He had 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, and still in the block. 2 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a +8 and plus minus. Jalen Suggs, this game would have been a whole lot easier if he would have shot better from 3. He finished 3 of 12 from 3, and then he finished 4 of 14 from the field. Really didn't have it going at all when it came to scoring, no matter where he was on the floor. He also took no free throws either. He has nights like this, and when you rely on jump shooting, it can be that way. He did still lead the team in assists. We know he's fast. We know he's quick. He can slow down and speed up. He can also find other guys because he draws attention, and that helps him get people for good looks. He had 4 rebounds, 1 turnover, and a steal. He also had 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and was a -1. And plus minus, everybody off their bench ended up scoring, and it was led by Javon Carter, who had 11. He was the only guy to get double figures in any statistical category off the bench for the Orlando Magic. He did go 5 of 9 from the field. He took the most shots off the bench. He went 1 of 3 from 3. He had 5 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, was a +2. And plus minus, Goga Batadze, 16 minutes, 6 points. He went 3 or 4 from the field, all deep paint catches for him. He also had 8 boards. That was the most off the bench. He had 1 assist and 2 turnovers, 1 steal and 2 blocks. 2 blocks ended up being the most in the game for the Magic. He had 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a +9. M plus minus. Tristan Da Silva, 18 minutes, 2 points. He went 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3. Didn't take a lot of shots, but he took some good looks. Can't be too mad at him. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and the steal by the end of the game. One of his rebounds was offensive, and he had 1 personal foul and was a minus 13. M plus minus. Jamal Cain, 28 minutes. That was the most off the bench. He had 8 points and went 3 of 7 from the field, 0 of 3 from the 3-point line. Had good looks, couldn't make them. He did also go 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and no turnovers. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls. It was a plus 11 and plus minus. And then you look at the New Orleans Pelicans. Herbert Jones ended up playing for them only 9 minutes, though. He finished with 5 points, went 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. He had 3 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers, and a personal foul, and was a plus 8. M plus minus. Zion Williamson, 28 minutes. He had 17 points. He went 5 of 11 from the field, 7 of 9 from the free throw line. So it was a good night for him. He also had 2 assists, 1 turnover, and a block, 3 personal fouls, and was a guy that finished with 1 offensive board out of the 7. It was a minus 1 and plus minus. Um, he scores very well because you know what he wants to do and what he tries to do. And since he's so good at it, you just have to basically hope he miss. And he did miss a couple of them, but you also want to challenge it and make him rethink things and make him overthink things. And that's all you can try to do for a guy that understands his bread and butter, and it works. And that's why you make some good toast and you're happy with it sometimes. Emisi played 40 minutes. It was the most on the team. He had 18 points. He went 8 of 9 from the field, finished with a double-double because he had 13 boards. He also had 4 blocks, so he really wanted to dominate the paint. He really wanted to make them feel him. He also had 3 assists and 3 turnovers, 4 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls. It was a plus 1 and plus minus. The guy that led the way was Sadiq Bey. Offensively, he had 32 points. He was able to score in the mid-range, score on the perimeter, and score near the basket. He also was able to get a lot of contact, so he went to the free throw line and went 9 of 11 from the free throw line. He took the most shots by far because he went 10 of 24 from the field. He had 10 more field goals than the next guy, but he also had 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, and 4 personal fouls. It was a plus 6 and plus minus. Jeremiah Fears played 37 minutes. He had 19 points, but he only went 4 of 14 from the field and 2 of 7 from 3. He kept using that mid-range and that jumper, but then they stopped falling. Then he resorted to using his speed and quickness, which worked because he did go 9 of 11 from the free throw line. And he also was able to find guys because of that too, because you have to pay attention to him. You have to try to stop him. And if you do, he can make a quick pass to somebody else. He had 3 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, and a block. He also had 1 offensive rebound, 4 personal fouls, and was a 0 and plus minus. Hunter played 4 minutes. He missed his only shot, which was a 3-pointer. He had 1 rebound and a turnover, 1 personal foul, and was a minus 8 and plus minus. Derek Queen played 18 minutes and had 2 points. He went 1 of 4 from the field. He missed his only shot from 3. He did have 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and a steal. He also had 4 personal fouls and was a minus 5 and plus minus. Didn't have the greatest impact on the game, but at least he's still trying to do whatever he can. And you got to live with that sometimes. Michael Peavy played 28 minutes. He had 3 points. He went 1 of 6 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. He had the most rebounds off the bench for the Pelicans for 5. And he also had 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 personal fouls, and was a minus 19 and plus minus. Didn't have the greatest showing. You wanted him to make more of his shots. He took good looks. He was trying to create good looks, and it worked. He couldn't get him to go down, though. And then Trey Alexander, 11 minutes, 5 points. He went 2 of 4 from the field. He missed his only shot. He ended up making his only shot from 3. He had 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, and a steal, 2 personal fouls, and was a minus 4 and plus minus. Jordan Hawkins played 26 minutes. He had 7 points. He went 2 of 7 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, and 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He had 3 boards, 2 assists. 2 assists ended up being the most off the bench. He also had 3 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and was a +2 and plus minus 84 field goals for the Pelicans. They ended up shooting 42% from the field. 93 for the Magic, which is 9 more. They shot 43% from the field. 31 3-pointers by the Pelicans, they shot 32%. 33 for the Magic, they shot 21%. 36 free throws for both teams. The Magic shot 69%. The Pelicans shot 78%. The Magic, they shot better from three and they shot better from the free throw line. This would have been a way easier game, but it didn't matter because they took all those shots and ended up getting 57 rebounds, while the Pelicans only had 47. That's 10 more rebounds for the Magic. The Magic also had 27 assists, while the Pelicans had 18. 15 turnovers for the Pelicans, 13 for the Magic. 7 steals for the Pelicans, 6 for the Magic. And then 8 blocks for the Pelicans, 5 for the Magic. 16 offensive rebounds for the Magic, only 9 for the Pelicans. And then 38 defensive rebounds for the Pelicans, 41 for the Magic. 27 personal fouls for the Pelicans, 23 for the Magic. And the Magic was able to eke this one out. Wasn't easy. They had some difficult times. They had problem making shots, but their defense was there. I feel like the Pelicans took good looks too. Just didn't go down the way that they needed them to, especially when it mattered the most. Down the stretch, they was able to attack the basket real well. The Magic did, and they also was able to space the floor well enough to get guys some decent looks and some good looks. Then it was just about, can they make enough of them to be able to outlast and outbeat the Pelicans, who had the lead throughout those last couple of seconds and minutes too. And the Magic came out on top because they was able to make better plays and better shots. And they also was able to draw, a lot of fouls just like the Pelicans. But, they had to find a way. And they was able to find a way, and the Pelicans just wasn't able to do it. And it can be that simple sometimes. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.